Good morning, children. Welcome to the live online classes. Today I am going to start a new chapter, chapter number 8, Industries of the World for class 7 Geography. Okay, we are doing part 1. So the topic that I am going to discuss today is important industries of the world. Okay, you can refer to page number 76. Okay, industries are basically not evenly or not equally distributed all over the world. It is due to geographical and non-geographical factors. So you can see industries, if you look at the industries around the world, they are not equally distributed. But it is due to two factors. One is geographical factors, one is non-geographical factors. In the geographical factors, you learn about climate, raw material and power. Whereas non-geographical factors means capital, government policy, labor, market and transportation system. The major industries which are discussed in this chapter are some old and traditional or conventional industries like cotton, textile industries, iron and steel industries, and its distribution in the world and India, as well as we learn about some modern industries like chemical industries and information technology industry, that is also known as IT industries. There are also other industries which has evolved, which has grown over time, like the sugarcane industry, or sugar industry, we call it, shipbuilding industry, as well as fishing industry that we'll learn in this chapter. The first industry that I'm going to start is iron and steel industry. Iron and steel industry. Now, the iron and steel industry is the basic or key industry. It is known as the basic or key industry, I-N-D-U-S-T-R-Y, industry. Why it is called the basic or the key industry? Because this iron and steel industry supplies raw material, primarily in the form of machineries as well as in the form of iron. For other industries such as engineering, electronics, automobiles and shipbuilding industries. They are basically semi-industries or subsidiary industries which depends on the iron and steel industries. It also supports all types of construction and development work. So iron and steel industry is the base industry. It is the fundamental industry or the elemental industry which basically supports other industries. Therefore, it is called the basic industry or the key industry of modern age and forms the backbone, the support system, or the central source of support and stability for other industries. Most of the important industries that we come across is like automobile industries, locomotive industries, railway, sleeper industries, shipbuilding industries, machines and tools and manufacture of defense equipment industries depends on iron and steel industries. So whenever I am talking about other important industries, I am talking about car industries. This is known as automobile industries. Locomotive industries means engines, or chassis which is made, in the industries, as well as railway coaches are made or depends on iron and steel industries, as well as shipbuilding industries also depends on iron and steel industries, as well as machine tools and manufacture of defense equipments like tanks, aircraft and also ships, depends on iron and steel industry. So what is the factor needed or requirement of iron and steel industries? Now we are moving on to requirement of iron and steel industries. So requirement. So whenever we are talking about requirements, the basic requirements for the development, so in order to build iron and steel industries are raw material like iron ore. So whenever I am talking about iron ore is a mineral or a rock from which you get iron, limestone, tuna, dolomite is a mineral, made of calcium and magnesium, manganese, ferrous alloy is also there. So another name, is ferrous alloy. or ferroalloy. Okay, now it is an alloy of iron, okay, used for production of steel. So it is used for making steel. Okay, this ferroalloy is also needed by the iron and steel industries. Okay, so because it has got mixture of magnesium as well as aluminum as well as silicon. Okay. It also needs fuel, okay, fuel as a source of energy and power, okay, to basically run the machines and also to light up the industries, okay. Supply of fresh water for cooling the engines, which has been running for more than 24 hours. Huge capital, huge money is needed, as well as a big market is needed. Sufficient labor, so plenty of labor is needed by the iron and industry so that they can produce finished products in time, according to the demands of the other industries, and efficient transportation system from one place to another, good roads, and also efficient transportation system by air, water, as well as land. Now we are talking about distribution of iron and steel industry. The main producers in the world. So in the world, the main producers are China, Japan, the third is India, USA, Russia, South Korea, and Germany. Pittsburgh in USA and Roha, Valley of Germany are the major world centers of iron and steel industries. In India, there are more than 10 integrated steel mills. So they are integrated, they are dependent on each other. The chief five are at Jamshedpur, that is Tata Iron and Steel Company, or corporation. Bilal, Bokaro, Durgapur, Rourkela, and Visakhapatnam are other steel industries or iron and steel industries. Now we are moving on to the next topic, that is known as cotton industry. So it is known as cotton textile. Now textile means or woven fabric or a cloth, Textile industry, 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 this is known as textile, industry, Textile means kapra, Textile means fabric, or a cloth in English. Textile industry is one of the oldest and widespread industries in the world. You can find textile in the industry everywhere in the world. Textile means woven fabric, Textile means W-O-V-E and woven fabric. So fabric means cloth, Cotton textile industry started before the 18th century when cotton cloth was made using hand spinning wheels. Now I am talking about spindle wheel, here S-P-I-N-D-L-E, spindle wheel. Now hope you have seen the spindle wheel basically used by Gandhiji, Basically it looks like this kind of. I'm making that picture. This is a frame. There is a wheel. This wheel basically rotates. And it has got dhaga, that is called thread. Which is used by Gandhiji. This is known as a spindle wheel. To spin fine. What we call thread. Of cotton or silk. So textile industries. Basically started before the 18th century when cotton cloth was made. So cotton cloth was basically made using spindle wheels and handlooms. Now handlooms are machines, basically, they are machines, where fabrics are woven on handlooms or on these machines. So clothes are made on these machines. Fabric or yarn is the raw material used in textile industry. So fabric or yarn. So fabric or yarn, Y-A-R and yarn. So whenever I am talking about fabric or yarn, it's the spun thread, the dhaga which has been spun, for knitting, weaving and sewing, cloth. So fabric or yarn is the raw material used in textile industries for making cloth, like plant raw material. So plant also has a raw material. This plant raw material is like cotton, jute, flax and hemp, So just I want to write something on the blackboard. So there is a fibre or a yarn of cotton for making cloth. There are different kinds of fibres. One is plant-based fibres, plant-based fiberies, and they are basically, okay, cotton, jute, and flax. F-L-A-X, flax and hemp. H-E-M-P, hemp. Okay, cotton you know, jute you know. So flax, what is a flax? It's basically obtained from the linseed, okay, linseed plant, okay. Whereas hemp is a cannabis, okay, ganja, okay, ganja ka plant have you seen? Cannabis plant. From this cannabis plant, okay, a fibery is grown. So from this cannabis plant, a fibery is taken out. That cannabis is basically hemp, okay. Then another fibery is also used, that is known as animal based fibery, okay, like wool and silk, okay, that comes from the animals, okay. Synthetic fiberies are basically chemical made fiberies which are also used in the cotton textile industries and other textile industries like rayons, nylons and polyesters. The making of cloth involves 5 processes. There are 5 processes involved in the making of cloth. That is not mentioned in your book, okay. You can just see that processes, okay. Number 1 is called C-A-R-D-I-N-G, carding. Carding means to make, okay, the fibery or the cloth parallel or the flat. The second process is known as spinning for making the cloth in cotton textile industries. So spinning means to make yarn, okay, to make dhaga, okay. The third process is known as weaving, okay, to turn or to convert yarn into cloth. The fourth process is known as D-Y-E-I-N-G, dyeing, okay. Dyeing means to basically, okay, use dye, okay, to change the color of the cloth. And the fifth process is known as processing, P-R-O-C-E-S-S-I-N-G, processing, to treat the cloth or to prepare the cloth suitable for the market. These are the 5 processes which are involved in cotton textile industries. So we are learning about the requirements of cotton textile industries now. So what are the requirements of cotton textile industry? Raw material is needed, different types of raw material, plant-based, animal-based, as well as synthetic fiberies are needed, okay. Chemical dyes, color is needed, power, that is, okay, energy or the fuel is needed, labor, plenty of labor is needed in this. And another thing, the most important thing is weather or the climate, most suitable climate. So the climate must be, for growing cotton, will be moist, humid climate. So the moist, humid climate is necessary for growing cotton, okay. So moist means wet, humid also means plenty of water vapor. So the climate should have plenty of water content in the atmosphere for growing cotton. Another one is transportation system which is required by the cotton textile industries, and another one is a huge and a large market, okay. So distribution of cotton industries. The main producers in the world are China, India, Russia, USA, Japan, Germany, Brazil, Egypt and Pakistan also. In India, first modern mills were set up at Mumbai. So the first cotton mills were basically, okay, established in Mumbai, okay, at the time in 1854, that is in Maharashtra. So Mumbai is in Maharashtra. So the first cotton mill came up in Mumbai. After that, 18 other mills came out in other places also. Others are found at Ahmedabad, that is Gujarat, Jaipur, Jodhpur, Rajasthan, okay, Kolkata, West Bengal, and Coimbatore, okay, that is Tamil Nadu. Now, Mumbai is known as the Cottonopolis of India, C-O-T-T-O-N, Cottonopolis or Cottonpolis of India. So, what does this Cottonpolis mean? So, Cottonopolis was a 19th century nickname for Manchester, as it was a metropolitan city, okay, and the center of first cotton industries. Are you getting my point? Therefore, Mumbai is also called Cottonopolis of India, okay. And Coimbatore is popularly known as Manchester of India. So Manchester of India means it's a metropolitan city where the first cotton textile industries started. Now we are moving on to sugar industries. You can refer to page number 79. Okay, page number. Okay, 79. in your book. Now we are moving to sugar industry. Okay. Now sugar is made from sugarcane. You know it. It's a common fact. We know sugar is made from sugarcane. From ganna it is made. But it is also not only made from sugarcane. It is also made from sugar. Okay. Then give a hyphen, that is called B-E-E-T, beet. Okay. It is also made from sugar beet. Okay. Now sugar beet are white in color. Okay, and comes from the same family as beetroots. So they come from the same family as beetroots. Now, I think you have seen the beet, okay? But this sugar beet is basically white in color. Beet is basically reddish in color, okay? The humid tropical regions use sugarcane for making sugar. So the humid tropical regions use sugarcane. So the areas where you have humid tropical climate, they use sugarcane for making sugar. So what are the humid tropical regions? Okay, these humid tropical regions are near equator, between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, and their latitudes are ranging from 10 degree to 25 degree, okay, north. So these countries basically use sugarcane for producing sugar, whereas, okay, the temperate regions use sugar beet, whereas the temperate regions use sugar beet, whereas the tropical regions use okay, sugarcane. But sugar beet is used by temperate regions. Now what are temperate regions now? It lies between the subtropic and polar regions, okay, or polar circles. And the climate is not extreme, neither burning too hot, neither freezing too cold. So neither too hot, neither too cold. The climate is not extreme here, okay? So they use sugar beet to produce sugar. Apart from the white sugar, okay, other types of sugar are made in India that are known as gur, okay, which is also known as jaggery. Gur is also known as jaggery, okay? Jaggery, jaggery. So gur is known as jaggery. Gur is known as jaggery. So when you melt the jaggery, okay, when you melt the gur, you get white sugar. That white sugar is known as khansari. Khansari. Okay, remember that. So the sugar which is obtained from the liquid jaggery is known as khansari. You can Google it and you can find khansari products in Amazon also. Okay, in Flipkart also you will find this product. Okay. Now you can refer to the table in page number 79, the byproducts of the sugar industries. Okay. Now whenever we are talking about the byproducts, okay, so sugarcane gives you, okay, juice. This juice is used for making sugar, okay, glucose, fructose, etc., glucon-D, etc. But what is the waste product used for? So sugarcane has waste product also. These are known as bagasse, okay, molasses and press muds. You can see bagasse is used for making cardboards, fodder, paper. Press mud is used for wax, shoe polish, carbon paper. Okay, molasses are used for making fodder, means animal food, okay, food for the animals. Rum, the color of the rum is made from the molasses, the byproduct of sugarcane, the leftover of sugarcane or the waste product of sugarcane. Okay, fertilizers, DDT, okay, power alcohol, synthetic rubber and plastic. One thing is missing in this book. Another thing is when we eat sugarcane, we basically extract the juice, okay, by eating it and throw the, okay, fibre. This fibre is used for making the floss, the inner material which basically glitters inside the floss is made from that fibre. Remember that. Okay, now requirements of sugarcane. Okay, we are moving on to requirements of sugarcane. R-E-Q-U-I-R-E, requirements of sugarcane. Sugar mills are always, so sugar industry or sugar factories are always located in the cane producing areas. Near the field only, they basically, okay, establish or build their industries. Why? Because the juice of the sugarcane dries up very fast. Within 24 hours it dries up in the hot climate of India. And therefore needs to be transported from one place to another to the mills very fast. Or immediately you have to transport the material to the mills. After harvesting for crushing, both sugar and beet or sugar beet are perishable commodities or goods. Okay, they are subjected to destruction, okay, decay or spoilage. Now we are moving on to distribution of sugar industries. The main sugar producing countries in the world are Brazil, India, China, Thailand, Indonesia, USA, Pakistan again, and Kenya. In India, the main growing areas are Maharashtra and northern plains of Uttar Pradesh. Now, India is one of the largest producer of sugarcane. Remember that. Okay. With this, I have finished today's lesson. Thank you for listening. Hope you find this lesson useful.